Welcome to your denim jacket painting tutorial. My name is Danny and this is Pickles, and today I'll be showing you how to paint your own customized design onto a denim jacket. Denim jackets are fairly easy to find, but I just bought a couple from my local Salvo store. They were nice and cheap, and because I didn't buy it brand new, I'm a little less precious about throwing paint all over it. But you could paint with anything that is made from fabric. This technique works well with sneakers, hats, umbrellas, cushions, whatever you like. So grab your supplies and let's get straight into it. So once you've set up all of your supplies, make sure that in addition to what you've got in your kit, you will also need a denim jacket. You can use any type of jacket or any type of fabric, but in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a denim jacket. You'll also need some water to clean your brushes and some paper towel. Now, you will have gotten some Liquitex fabric medium. Now, when you mix this with your paint, it turns your paint into a fabric paint, which doesn't need to be heat set. That's what I love about this particular product, is that it doesn't need to be heat set, so you can use it on any synthetic fabric. So if you wanted to do a puffer jacket or a raincoat or an umbrella, you can use this on anything. Now what you need to do is pick the color that you want to do as your background color. In this case, I'm going to use blue. And I'm also going to mix it with some white to make it a pastel blue. Any of your colors can be mixed with white to make a pastel version or a lighter version of your paint. I've just done a little color chart with all these colors in the pastel pack, and these are the different variations of the shades that I have made. So I want to get a color that's sort of in between these two colors here. So go ahead and mix your color. Now with the fabric medium, you want about 50% paint, 50% fabric medium. So however much paint you've put in your palette, you want to add about the same of your fabric medium. This will make your paint really flexible and color fast. So once you've washed your jacket and worn it, it's not going to come off in the wash, and it's going to move with the flexibility of the fabric. So go ahead and mix that together. Now I've just done a little experiment on a piece of paper, experimenting with different marks with my paintbrush. So I've got squiggles and lines and dabby brush strokes, some dots, some what I call sprinkle shapes. And I've just done a little experiment just to see all the different types of marks that I can make with my paintbrush to create an abstract design. I'm going to do something similar to this on this panel of my jacket. So the first thing I'm going to do is cover this entire panel with my blue paint. Now just let this layer dry for about 15-20 minutes. You may need to do another layer over the top so that you don't get that streakiness, because the fabric in your jacket is going to absorb some of the paint. I'm going to come back in 15 minutes and do another coat. So now I've done 2 coats of my blue background, and I have a nice clean background to make my marks on. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just take some of my colors and mix up the colors that I would like to make marks with. Make sure that you add your fabric medium. Once again, 50% paint, 50% fabric medium. Okay, next thing we're going to do is just start adding in some shapes. I've decided to put some yellow, and I'm just going to create a shape. And then just fill that shape in with the rest of your paint. So once you've done a shape, just let it dry for a couple of minutes and then do another coat over the top. This will ensure that your colors are clean and flat and graphic. Now I'm just going to start blocking in shapes, letting them dry for 5 minutes and then going over them again, and slowly layering up different types of marks and shapes and lines over the top of each other. Just as one last little trick, I'm just going to show you how to do a little spatter. So you put the paint on your paintbrush, and what you're going to do is you're going to tap the paintbrush, and that will give a nice little spatter. There we go. I think that's done. So let's just let that dry, and we'll come back once this is dry to check on it. Now that's done. It's nice and dry. I can touch it, which means I can wear it. Now with your art materials, you should also have a template. These are just some mark making ideas that you could try layering in different colors into your design, but also have a play with your brushes and see if you can come up with some new marks of your own. Now once your jacket is completely dried, you can put it on and wear it. I would leave it to dry properly overnight if you can, or 24 hours. Now, usually when you use fabric paint, you have to heat set it with an iron at the end. But when you use the Liquitex fabric medium, you don't have to do that at all. Once the paint is dry, it's ready to go. And you can just put it in the wash like you usually would. It's just too easy. I can't wait to put this on and show everyone. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have a fabulous piece of clothing to show off to all of your family and friends. It's also a great activity to do with your bestie or a fellow family member. Perhaps you've got a few things in your wardrobe that could be upcycled. Just keep creating and having fun, and I hope to see you all again next time.